This YCN segment is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Lake Sunapee in Newberry Harbor.
You are watching the New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters award-winning YCN Game of the Week. Today we're at Southern New Hampshire University for the NHIAA Division II Girls Basketball Championship as the Hanover Marauders take on the Eagles from Kennett. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HP Roofing Construction, specializing in the supply and installation of all of your roofing requirements. Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team, and so much more. Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. Love Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they're celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder. Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. And by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service.
Good evening and welcome to Southern New Hampshire University for tonight's Division II New Hampshire Girls Basketball Finals between the Kennett Eagles and the Hanover Marauders. Hello everyone, I'm Jeremy Stout. I'll be joined shortly by my broadcast partner, Michael Wozniak. And tonight, Division II Finals, the Hanover Marauders, the number 1 seed, facing off against the Kennett Eagles, the number 3 seed. And Michael, first, let's look at the Kennett Eagles. They've had a great season, trying to get back and win a championship since 2010. What should we look for, and how has the season gone for the Eagles?
You're right, and the Kennett Eagles come into this contest 20-1. Their only loss comes to this Hanover team back in February the 16th. And that was just a short loss, but in the semifinal, they beat Lebanon with a big fourth quarter, outscoring them by 10 points.
Right, a big upset, upsetting that number 1 seed Lebanon. And for the Hanover Marauders, obviously a great season. They obviously faced Kennett earlier this year. The number 1 seed, it seems like they're destined here. Can they get the win tonight?
Yeah, definitely. And Lebanon was their only loss coming into the season, and they've won 19 in a row since, so they've been very hot, and you have to look out for them as the number 1 seed.
All right, it's the Eagles and the Marauders, the Division II Girls Basketball Finals. That's coming up next on the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
Welcome back, and now we're going to send it down to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
First for Kennett, starting at forward, a 5'7" sophomore, number 10, Maddie Stewart. For Hanover at forward, a 5'8" sophomore, number 13, Bella Bardalis. At forward for Kennett, a 5'11" senior, number 32, Isabel Robleski. For Hanover at forward, a 5'10" senior, number 34, Julia Golder. Starting at center for Kennett, a 6-foot senior, number 33, Cassidy Chick. At guard for Hanover, a 5'6" junior. Number 20, Maddie McCorkle. At guard for Kennett, a 5'6" junior. Number 30, Elizabeth Cody. At guard for Hanover, a 5'6" senior, number 11, Diana Schwartz. For Kennett, starting at guard, a 5'5" senior, number 12, Elizabeth Kenny. And for Hanover at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 12, Lois Schwartz. Introducing your head coach for Hanover, Dan O'Rourke, assisted by Hema Mayo Prada, Dave Nichols, and Al Flory. Your head coach for Kennett, Larry Meter, assisted by Pat Murphy, Stephen Cody, and Miriam Haber.
Welcome back. Michael Wozniak alongside Jeremy Stout as we get ready for tip-off here between the Hanover Raiders and the Kennett Eagles. Julia Golder and Cassidy Chick will be here for the tip-off in a great atmosphere for high school basketball. Hanover is going to win the tip. Send it inside. Take it back out, look inside for the cutter, throw up the layup, but it's no good. Rebound goes to Liz Cody.
Got there inside, but McCorkle wasn't able to get it to go.
A three-point attempt, and it just falls short for Maddie Stewart. Rebound went all the way down to Golder, and now looking to push was the Marauders, and this one will be tipped and stay with Hanover.
As we see a lot of times in these championship games, sometimes a little tight, a little sloppy, but they'll find their way, and I'm sure both these teams will get on track soon. Only 30 seconds into this one.
Pass into McCorkle. McCorkle over to Diana Schwartz. Makes a fancy move, threw up the layup, missed it, grabbed her own rebound, and goes back out to McCorkle. Finds back out to Schwartz. Diana Schwartz looking inside. It's tipped, but McCorkle picks it up, takes the two, and puts it in for the first basket of this contest.
McCorkle in the right place at the right time to catch the pass, and a nice little 15-footer. Hanover the first lead.
Liz Cody now gives it over to Izzy Wobleski. Goes to Cassidy Chick, and now goes back to Liz Kenny. In the corner for three, and it's down. Big three for Liz Cody, the junior guard for Kennett, and the Eagles lead 3-2.
Well, we know both of these teams can score, so it only was a matter of time, and after a couple empty possessions, they seem to get it going, and Hanover loves to use that motion offense. They'll keep it moving.
Schwartz inside, throws it up and throws it in. Diana Schwartz puts it in, and now Hanover retakes the lead.
Now premiering every Saturday night at 6 p.m. is Yankee Chronicle, the who, what, and where show of Northern New England on WYCI and WYCU.
Maddie Stewart with the ball for the Eagles. Goes over to Kenny. Kenny goes back inside to Stewart, throws up a wild layup, and it's rebounded there by Julia Golder.
It was a good idea, nice dump down, but a little aggressive on the layup.
Corkle hard to the basket, missed it. Rebound offensively for Hanover, and she'll get fouled. It's Bella Bardalis who will go to the line for Hanover.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Echo Communications. Call them for all your printing needs. Check airtimes by clicking on schedules at ycnnow.com.
First free throw is short. Kennett brought a large crowd today for today's contest. Here comes the second for Bardalis. Missed again. Rebound found by Golder. Hanover now resetting. McCorkle will find Schwartz to the basket for 2. Diana Schwartz with some quick early buckets here for Hanover.
Diana Schwartz with 4 points now. Maddie McCorkle the other 2 as the Marauders lead this one in the early going. Looking good on the offensive end. A lot of ball movement, finding some open holes.
Is Kenny right to the basket, flips it up and in. She made a good move to get to the basket there. Schwartz trying to answer back. Kick out, finds Golder. Golder to the basket, count it. And the foul. Nice pass inside. And now Julia Golder will get a chance at a 3-point play.
Cassidy Chick picks up her 2nd foul of the night. Only 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes into this one.
Free throw's good there. And Hanover has a 9-5 lead. Some pressure by Hanover, but Kennett does a good job getting away from it. Now look to attack. Passed inside, tipped around. And this one now finds Liz Cody, who now goes over to Maddie Stewart, the sophomore, to the basket for 2.
Stewart, nicely done. Takes her defender right off the dribble, goes around Hanover in the man-to-man, and an easy 2.
Lois Schwartz for 3, it's off. And Izzy Robleski got the board, and then Diana Schwartz stole it, and then Robleski blocked that shot out of there.
Yeah, a little bit of an errant pass, still trying to settle things down and turn it over.
Good pass inside there, gets an easy 2 for Cassidy Chick. McCorkle brings it up for Hanover, looks back door. Lois Schwartz inside. As Golder misses the jump shot, rebound goes the Eagle way.
This game is being brought to you in part by the Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing independence for patients and peace of mind for families.
Maddie Stewart with the ball, looking inside. That's turned over. It's Julia Golder with the interception. McCorkle now drives to the lane, throws it up, no good. Liz Kenny will pick up the rebound for the Eagles, and now push. And that'll be a travel. Good defense by Diana Schwartz there. We'll get 4 subs for Hanover and 1 for Kennett. Kennett only played 6 players in the semifinals, so normally they're used to playing their starting 5.
Yeah, this Hanover team will see a lot of that, where they have the 4-person rotation almost, where 4 starters will come out. See it a lot. All of Hanover's games, they have a really deep bench.
Diana Schwartz kicked it to Anna Kirkpatrick. Now goes to Melissa Whitmore, who attacks, misses it. Kirkpatrick got the board, threw it up, got it back, and threw it back in. Good 2 offensive rebounds for Hanover.
Good hard work underneath by Kirkpatrick, and she's rewarded, putting Marauders back on top.
Liz Cody looks inside, good pass, and that's a good defensive play there by Hanover, and now look to transition.
They've done that play a number of times where they have the open ball handler inside.
Schwartz throws up a layup, misses it. Rebound is now put in by Willa Parkins, the junior center. Hanover by 4.
Eagles look to that little dump down, but they haven't been able to convert.
Liz Kenny with a nice little layup there. And the Eagles strike right back and keep it within 2. Wide open 2 is missed. Offensive rebound. And those rebounds are starting to become a problem as Hanover scores again. That's Charlotte Johnson.
A lot of offensive rebounds, and Hanover is taking advantage of second chances.
Liz Kenny kicks it out to Robleski. Misses the 3. However, an offensive rebound for Kennett, who now get to reset their offense.
You've been watching this game, but not the scoreboard. You might think Hanover is up by more. They're only up by 4.
That one is a jump ball. And we will be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
And we are back here with the YCN Game of the Week. Hanover leads by 4 early as Kennett with the ball now. Look for a little step back move by Liz Cody, couldn't find her shot. Now looks for someone to pass, goes inside to Liz Kenny.
Hanover playing a tough man-to-man defense, not really letting the Eagles penetrate. That's been the good thing the Eagles have done, is get inside as the turnover there.
Liz Kenny had the right idea, but took too many steps. Now Hanover will take over. Maddie McCorkle will bring it up. Go outside, that's a drive and a layup. No good, but another offensive rebound for Hanover. McCorkle throws up the deep 2 and scores. Hanover leads by 6 as they again apply the full court pressure.
Yeah, another second chance opportunity, and McCorkle, she knows what to do with it. About 18 feet away, she says, I'll take the jumper if you leave me open, and it's good.
Good pass there down low. Obleski got caught in no man's land, could not score. Now here comes Hanover on transition. It's McCorkle yet again.
Once again, the Eagles had the open man down low, but couldn't finish it.
McCorkle looks inside, finds the man, and that's blocked. Ball still loose. Battle for it, and I believe it will be called a jump ball, and it will stay Hanover ball. Just a good battle up front, but Hanover right now is dominating on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they're really pulling down everything, fighting for every loose ball, and not to say that the Eagles aren't trying for it, but right now, the Marauders really showing their strength inside.
Maddie McCorkle to inbound. Sends it in, goes through the hands. Picked back up and then turned over. Liz Kenny on a fast break drive, and that will be a foul, and it will be a push.
In addition to airing on our 3 TV stations, all YCN games and programs are posted for your viewing pleasure anytime at ycnnow.com.
18.8 seconds on the clock. This one's thrown into Liz Kenny for Kennett.
Got to imagine they might hold for the final shot here.
Back out, Liz Kenny driving to the basket, kicks it out, finds the open man for 3, and it's just short, and this will go out of bounds, and the Hanover crowd is letting them know that that was short. Thrown in with .9, McCorkle will throw up a heave that comes up short. At the end of 1, Hanover leads 17 to Kennett's 11. We'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HP Roofing Construction, specializing in the supply and installation of all of your roofing requirements. Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team, and so much more. Mascoma Savings Bank, with no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. Love Valley and Middleton Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion, in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they're celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder. Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. And by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week between the Hanover Marauders and the Kennett Eagles.
our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game. We choose the player that had the greatest impact on today's contest.
Kennett Eagles will get the second quarter possession, trailing 17-11 here. It'll be Liz Cody, the junior guard, to pass it in for Kennett.
Well, if you're the Eagles here, you really sustained a pretty big blow from the Marauders, where they were getting every offensive rebound. It seemed like they were getting every putback, and you're really only down 6 points. Obviously, you have the possession here. Maybe get something going. Just got to really be careful keeping Cassidy Chick out of foul trouble.
Liz Kenny drives to the basket and draws the foul there, and that one will go against Diana Schwartz, who led the way for the Marauders in the first quarter.
And I am a little bit surprised. I don't know about you, that Chick is still in the game. She hasn't come out. She picked up those 2 early fouls, and I mean, if you get another one here before half, that's trouble.
Attacking the basket, throwing it up, missed the layup. Chick throws it up, misses it again, but another offensive rebound. However, the Eagles couldn't find the basket. Schwartz looking deep for McCorkle. McCorkle will put it up and in. Hanover by 8.
McCorkle leads all scorers with 6 points now. She had 4 in the first quarter.
That's a really good find by Diana Schwartz there to set it up. Kennett now looking in transition. It's Liz Kenny looking inside, and that one's picked off by Julia Golder, who now finds McCorkle. McCorkle goes behind her back, now crossover dribble, kicked out, but she traveled first, and Kennett will take over.
And Kennett has had some success going inside that last time down the court. Went inside a little too quickly, and it was easily picked off. So I think Coach O'Rourke has made some adjustments. As we see, Kennett's had a little bit tougher time going inside so far in this quarter.
Maddie Stewart lost the handle, however got kicked out by Schwartz, and Kennett will get the ball under the basket. But as you said, a very good full court pressure by Hanover thus far. Kicked out to Maddie Stewart, who now goes over to Liz Kenny, who has led the way for the Eagles. Goes back out to Cody. Cody over to Chick. Chick looking down low, instead goes back out to Robeski, who throws up the shot, and it's no good, and Schwartz will pick up the rebound. Lost the handle for a bit there. Now throws it into her identical sister, Lois Schwartz, who now attacks the basket, loses it. Kennett with the steal, looking to run the fast break. It's Liz Kenny, slows it down, kicks it to the corner for 3. It's Stewart, and that one's off. Julia Golder picks it up, finds Diana Schwartz.
Today's telecast is being brought to you in part by MJ Harrington, Jewelers and Designers in Newport, New Hampshire, and by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team and so much more.
Maddie McCorkle threw away the pass. It's picked off by Maddie Stewart, who goes coast to coast and lays it in for the Eagles. With 5:53 remaining here in the second quarter, the Marauders lead 19-13.
Stewart now with 4 points.
Kicks back
score
out
with
to
Liz Kenny.
Schwartz goes to Lois Schwartz for 3. That one's short. Kick back out. McCorkle will throw up a 3, and that one's off. Rebound finds Izzy Robeski, and then a jump ball, though, is Hanover fighting for the ball even after it's collected by the Eagles.
Another nice job by Hanover to fight for that rebound and get that extra possession.
Good pass there, and it's an easy layup for Julia Golder right under the basket. And Hanover extends their lead to 8 yet again. Eagles have trouble inbounding the ball now. Good fight down there for Bella Bardalis. Kennett looking to inbound, goes over the top. Maddie Stewart will hand it back to Liz Cody.
If Kennett can get some offense going, only 2 points so far in almost 3 minutes of action here in quarter number 2. Still within shouting distance, only down 8, but this Hanover offense is relentless. You can't get too far behind or it's going to be almost impossible to dig out of that hole.
Maddie Stewart looks to attack. Good defensive play by Diana Schwartz. However, it will stay Eagles ball. And we'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week between Hanover and Kennett.
If you enjoy YCN's local content, make sure you check out YCNnow.com to view and share these videos anytime you want. Also, give us a like on Facebook.
Kennett trails 21-13 here, looking to inbound under the basket. Throw into Robleski. That's turned over and picked up by the Marauders. Diana Schwartz looking to attack the basket, goes inside to the center, who puts it up and in. That's Julia Golder.
Golder now with 7 points, and she leads all scorers. He only made free throw of the game.
Liz Cody with the bounce pass is kicked and will stay Kennett ball. Kennett really having an issue with this full court pressure by Hanover thus far. Look inside, and
even when they do get it down court, the man-to-man defense is tight. They're not letting, Hanover's not just saying to Kennett, hey, we'll let you pass. They are right on them.
Maddie Stewart with a good take. The sophomore puts it in for the Eagles. Transition as McCorkle looks to attack. Will take it back out to reset, throws an errant pass, and Kennett will take over.
YCN scoreboard sponsor is LaValle and Middleton Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion.
Liz Cody with the ball up top for Kennett. Kennett makes a move and now kicks it out to their center, Cassidy Chick, who has the 2 early fouls. Look to throw it inside to her, and it will stay Eagles ball.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, serving brick oven pizza and much more.
The Eagles will have the possession under the basket as Liz Cody will inbound yet again for the Eagles, who like to stay with this starting 5 group. In the semifinals, they only have 1 person come off the bench, and that player only had 3 minutes.
Right, so that's part of the reason why only Cassidy Chick already with the 2 fouls is staying on. They don't really have a lot of depth, so it's kind of a quite different styles here.
Diana Schwartz with the pick, attack the basket, but then she turned it over. Aaron pass, and Kennett will somehow recover it. Good back and forth action here between the Eagles and the Marauders.
This is where Kennett really needs to take advantage. They got the stop, they forced the turnover. Approaching 3 minutes to play before half. If you can keep this 4 6-point game at half, be in pretty good shape.
That one's almost turned over but picked up. Made a good move, looked for the shot, goes back to Maddie Stewart, who takes it left-handed. That's no good, rebound down for Hanover, who looked to push. Diana Schwartz kicks it over, good stop and fake move, and then the easy layup from Alyssa Whitmore, the freshman.
What a move there, and she just catches it, lets the defender run by, and perfectly executed up to a 10-point lead, largest lead of the night.
Liz Cody again with the ball. Now kicks it over to Izzy Robleski. Goes inside to Cassidy Chick. Chick went down to Kenny. Kenny will reset. Kennett looks really tired right now. Maddie Stewart with the ball now kicks over to Cody. Cody for 3, and it's good. Quick transition there, finds the open man, missed the layup, and the putback is good there again. Willa Parkins, the beneficiary of the offensive rebound, and then the basket.
Now Parkins right there to clean up off the glass, and the nice putback.
Transition, got a good look, and then saved, and will be in Kennett. And we'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week between the Kennett Eagles and the Hanover Marauders. As Kennett, down by 9, look to come back here. Liz Cody with the ball, kicks it back to Liz Kenny, who drives and attacks the basket, and that one's blocked by a couple of Marauders. And now they'll look to transition. Diana Schwartz looks down low, layup is up, no good. Offensive rebound again, missed the layup. Kennett battling for the rebound and finally come down with it. Maddie Stewart looking to attack. Kicked over, Cody for 3, no good. Offensive rebound there, thrown up, no good. Izzy Robleski will draw the foul.
This telecast is brought to you by New London Hospital, a Dartmouth Hitchcock affiliate, where they are committed to provide you with the best available health care.
Izzy Robleski, the senior forward for the Kennett Eagles team, will have 2 free throws. After the foul, puts up the first one and knocks it down. Been a very good back and forth game thus far between the two clubs, and the fans are definitely into it for the Division II championship.
That's a great one, and that second foul was against Diana Schwartz, so she's got 2 now, and the second free throw is made as well. And Kennett's just got to be careful this last 60-plus seconds not to let that lead balloon much more, as 7 points might be already a little bit too big.
Good attack, and then the kick goes back out. It's Anna Kirkpatrick, the junior, lost her dribble, now looking for a man, goes to McCorkle. McCorkle will kick. It's being open 2, and it's knocked down. Charlotte Johnson, the sophomore for Hanover, makes the game back to 9. Hanover will slowly bring it up. It's Liz Kenny who goes to Liz Cody. And again, the starting 5 for Kennett plays a lot. That one's blocked. And the rebound will go out of bounds to the Marauders.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Mascoma Savings Bank, mutually owned with no shareholders to please. And also by HP Roofing Construction, where no job is too big or too small.
Maddie McCorkle will dribble it up slowly as the Marauders probably look to take the last shot with 20 seconds to go here.
I got to imagine they'll just kind of take the air out of this ball and maybe go into the locker room with a double-digit lead.
Good pass, but it's turned over off the hands, and now it's 6 seconds. It was Liz Kenny trying to go with 2 seconds, throws it up. Oh, nope, loses the handle. And that will be the first half. Hanover leads 29 to Kennett's 20. And we'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Southern New Hampshire University, where Hanover leads Kennett 29-20. And it's been an interesting first half. Hanover looked like they were going to pull away, but Kennett stayed really close. Who are we looking at in that first half?
We're looking at Hanover's offensive rebound. They ended up with 11 in the first half and 14 second chance points. Really been the difference of this game is them being able to grab those offensive rebounds and putting them back up and in.
Yeah, that's certainly it. And also some of the turnovers that Kennett had, they couldn't get some of those easy buckets when they got down low. Maybe some of the statistical leaders who you have on both teams.
Julia Golder has 5 points, and Maddie McCorkle still leads all scorers with 6 points over for Hanover. And for Kennett, Maddie Stewart leads with 6 points, and Elizabeth Cody as well with 6 points.
Yeah, and as we know, Hanover kind of spreads the ball around so nobody gets too many points. And Kennett, they basically, like we said, have 5 girls that start. They play the whole game. In this second half, what are we looking for from both teams? Obviously, Hanover will try and pull away, or Kennett, can they get back in this one?
If Kennett wants to battle back, they need to do a better job off the defensive glass, as we said, and then they need to be comfortable with the ball. That Hanover full court pressure is definitely becoming an issue for the Kennett Eagles, so definitely they need to learn how to push that ball up the court and then try to get easy layups.
And for Hanover, it just continues to make those shots. We've seen them make open shots, make some contested shots. Hanover's got a good offense, 29 at the half. We'll see if they can add to that in the second half. We'll take a break, come right back, second half action after this on the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HP Roofing Construction, specializing in the supply and installation of all of your roofing requirements. Top stitch embroidery, the best for your team, and so much more. Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. Love Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they're celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder. Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. And by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week, where the Hanover Marauders lead 29 to Kennett Eagles 20. As we begin play with Kennett getting the ball back in, and Liz Kenny will have the ball and now send it over. Player falls, no call. Maddie Stewart attacks the basket and is blocked, and the rebound will go the Marauder way. It's now Lois Schwartz will take it in transition.
Nice job by Golder there, stepping up on the block, cut off the baseline and ending up to get the ball back after her block.
Lois Schwartz kicks it back out, and Hanover can kind of play the clock a little bit in the second half, up 9. Down low is Julia Golder putting it up and in for Hanover.
Yeah, the Marauders will take some time off the clock. No shot clock here in high school basketball, of course, in New Hampshire. So they'll take some time, but if they see somebody open, they'll certainly get it down low like they did to Golder, and she's got 9 points now.
Liz Cody up top for the Eagles. Sends it back over to Liz Kenny. Kenny trying to find a lane, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Maddie Stewart. Stewart with the kick, and now the three-point attempt is up and off the rim. And Diana Schwartz will pick it up for Hanover and now attack. Kick, wide open three for Lois Schwartz. Just rims out. Good rebound there, down low for Cassidy Chick. And then gets fouled by Lois Schwartz. And that play worked a couple of times in the first half where Hanover will come behind and take the ball away, but that time, very good job by Cassidy Chick keeping it above the defender.
Right, yeah, she was aware of that one, swinging the elbows around, keeping the ball up high, not going to make that mistake twice. I'm sure Coach Meter talked about that in the locker room, said, listen, we can't be turning this ball over. We want to cut this deficit, and this is another chance here where you have to get into it.
Izzy Robleski attacks the basket, throws it in. And again, it's now single digits. McCorkle trying with a quick layup, and that's no good. But that's turned over, and then a foul is going against Kennett. The Marauders just battle. If they don't make the shot, they just look for the ball and try to pick it away. Yet again, and that time it works out.
Number 3 on Cassidy Chick, third, and the team's first in the second half.
Lois Schwartz goes inside to Bella Berdales. Kick back out, McCorkle for 3 is no good. Rebounded by Cody. Cody trying to make a move. This one's hit away, and McCorkle with the steal now. Have numbers, but turns it back over. Here comes Kennett now on a 4-on-2 break. As Cody took it herself, but offensive rebound for Chick. Back over to Robleski, who misses it, and then there's going to be a foul. I believe that's going against Julia Golder, who fouled Cassidy Chick.
Now premiering every Saturday night at 6 p.m. is Yankee Chronicle, the who, what, and where show of Northern New England on WYCI and WYCU.
Liz Cody to inbound it, gets it into Maddie Stewart, and gets it right back. Kick to the corner for 3. It's good. Izzy Robeski hits the 3, and it's back to a 6-point game. Schwartz with a quick attack. However, that's a charge. It's Cassidy Chick takes it for Kennett. Now trying to gain the momentum here. And we are going to take a short break. We'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by New London Hospital, an affiliate of Dartmouth Hitchcock.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. Kennett starting to build momentum here now with the ball only down 6 points. As they work it back up, and Liz Kenny will get it going. Robleski didn't take the shot that time, and they go back to Kenny, who now finds Cody.
Well, a basket right here would be huge. Obviously keep the crowd into it. The big Kennett school section. No good there, but another defensive stop. We might be seeing some life here from the Eagles.
Lois Schwartz brings it up, kicks over to the corner. It's Charlotte Johnson, and then there's going to be a foul up top. And that's going to go against Maddie Stewart, who ran into Diana Schwartz, who will now come out as number 22, Melissa Whitmore, comes in for the Marauders. Looking to inbound and does, finds Maddie McCorkle, the junior guard who has had a tremendous game. Looks inside for the layup, and it's good. It's Julia Golder gets it from Maddie McCorkle. It's back up to 8.
Golder has had a stellar game. She leads all scorers with 11 points. 4 of them in this quarter. She's just finding all the openings and converting, which is obviously the big thing. Just to get open, but you got to convert. She's done that nicely tonight.
Maddie Stewart makes a good move and gets tripped. Will draw the foul. However, no shots coming up, and it will be under the basket. Kennett still trying to get their student section involved, trying to slowly crawl their way back into this game. As they send it into Stewart, who goes back out to Cody. Good pass to the corner for 3. That's short. And then the rebound goes to Maddie McCorkle. McCorkle goes deep. Good catch, reverse layup is up and no good. Offensive rebound is no good, but another offensive rebound is thrown up, no good. And Kennett will finally come down with it, now look to push. Big defensive stop there. And that's going to be a block on Julia Golder, which will now send Maddie Stewart to the line.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Echo Communications. Call them for all your printing needs. Check airtimes by clicking on schedules at ycnnow.com.
Maddie Stewart, the sophomore guard for the Kennett Eagles, looking to bring this game back to within 6. She'll be at the line. She comes in to these free throws with 6 points on the day. One of the key contributors for this Eagles lineup.
A little bit of confusion. A couple subs had checked in before they knew they were shooting the free throws, so going to get the subs back out.
Stewart misses the first free throw. Kennett still trying to come back, still a lot of time. You still also have another quarter to go. 3:49 here in the third. Stewart makes the second. Maddie McCorkle will bring it up for the Marauders.
For Hanover here, it's a big possession. You know, the Eagles have gotten some life, want to take a good shot, and maybe rush that one a little bit.
McCorkle missed the step back, battle for the ball. Kennett picks it up, throws it, almost throws it away. Liz Kenny finally brings it up. Makes a pass, it's wild, and it's going to be a turnover. The fans don't like it, but the ball seemed to go out of bounds there, and Hanover will take over.
Yeah, Liz Kenny, she was running up the court the entire time, not sure what to do with it. Didn't know if she wanted to take it to the hole or pass it off, and I think the teammate was not expecting the pass, and it went out of bounds, just like Hanover does here, so the Eagles catch a break.
Melissa Whitmore there throwing it away for Hanover, and now Liz Kenny will pass it in for Kennett. And again, this full court pressure by Hanover. Almost works there as they battle for it. Liz Kenny finally picks it back up. And Maddie Stewart brings it over half court and now to the three-point line. Good pass inside. Didn't know what to do with it. Goes back out to Stewart for 3. Just off. Offensive rebound is fought for. However, it will go Hanover's way.
This game is being brought to you in part by the Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing independence for patients and peace of mind for families.
Maddie McCorkle brings it up for Hanover. Swings over to Melissa Whitmore, it goes down low, that's missed. Offensive rebound is picked up by Anna Kirkpatrick and put up and in. And then another offensive rebound and more second chance points for Hanover here.
Kirkpatrick's first field goal since early in the first quarter. She's got 4.
Liz Kenny kicked it over to Robleski. Will now take the 3. That one's short, gets her own rebound, throws it up. That's no good. It's a defensive rebound now for Hanover.
Robleski, nice job there to follow her own shot, but then the putback didn't quite find her out.
McCorkle cuts through the lane and scores. However, in transition, Maddie Stewart gets an open lane, misses the layup. And now Hanover will look to transition yet again. Finally get it up.
Lead back up to 11. And you can see Kenny getting a little frustrated with some of their shots coming up empty.
Wild shot there. However, McCorkle will pick it back up and slow it down. Try to run some offense here. Kick to the corner. That's Anna Kirkpatrick. We'll go back out to McCorkle. McCorkle looking inside. It's almost turned over, but picked up and missed. Offensive rebound, count it. Willa Parkins, again, with the and one basket. It's a big offensive rebound, and then Willa Parkins put it up, drew the foul, and now misses the free throw, but an offensive rebound, turnaround, no good. And then a foul will go Hanover's way. The lead is back up to double figures, and now it's at 13, which I believe is the largest lead of the night. Kennett really needs to start battling back here with only 9 minutes of play remaining. We'll get a full timeout by Kennett, and we'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Lake Sunapee in Newberry Harbor.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. The Hanover Marauders lead the Kennett Eagles 39-26.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Club Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, when we choose the player that had the greatest impact on today's contest. Now today's telecast is being brought to you in part by MJ Harrington, Jewelers and Designers in Newport, New Hampshire, and by Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team, and so much more.
Jeremy, what does Kennett have to do with 9 minutes of game time remaining here, down 13?
I mean, they've got to convert. They've had a lot of possessions. They've limited some mistakes. They're just not hitting some of these shots, rushing down the court, throwing up some shots. So they have really changed some of their deficiencies, but now they're just not making their shots. So see if they can try and get hot here.
Maddie Stewart kicks it back out, and that is Cassidy Chick making the jumper. And the lead is down to 11.
And the other thing is just, I'm sure Coach Meter told his girls it's one possession at a time. We can't get a 13-point shot. So now we got the one, get a stop here, maybe cut it to 9, maybe 8 at the end of the third quarter.
Interesting to see if Coach Dan O'Rourke wanted one shot. Won't get it anyway as Maddie McCorkle drives to the lane and throws it up and throws it in, and it's back to 13 with 21 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
McCorkle with 10 points now, so big score of tonight for the Marauders, along with Golder, who has 11.
Down low, that one's blocked. Now the Marauders look to transition. That's a great pass down the floor. However, Charlotte Johnson's going to travel with it, and Kennett will take over.
And just kind of caught her feet up there. Didn't know if she was going to be going right for it with the one-step layup or pull up for the jumper, and just caught herself.
And this quarter will come to an end as the half-court shot is short, as the Kennett Eagles trail by a total of 41-28. Hanover has the lead, and we'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HP Roofing Construction, specializing in the supply and installation of all of your roofing requirements. Top Stitch Embroidery, the best for your team, and so much more. Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. Love Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they're celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder. Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. And by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week between the Hanover Marauders and the Kennett Eagles. Hanover leads 41-28.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights through three quarters. Obviously, Hanover really in control in most of this game, outscoring Kennett in that quarter, extending that 9-point halftime lead, now up to 13 points. Maddie McCorkle with 10 points, Julia Golder with 11 for Hanover. Over on the Eagles side, Izzy Robleski, she's got 7. Maddie Stewart with 7. There's Kenny with 4. So here's Kennett's chances. We've got 8 minutes to go if they want to pull off another upset and take home the Division II championship.
Lois Schwartz with the ball, trying to make a move. Instead goes back to McCorkle, who will now attack the lane, make a ball fake, miss the shot, and I believe it is deflected out of bounds. Good defensive play for the Eagles there. And now it'll be Lois Schwartz inbounding for the Marauders.
YCN scoreboard sponsor is LaValle and Middleton Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion.
Hanover's going to turn it over there as it goes off the face of Bella Bardalis. Liz Cody for Kennett looking to inbound. They haven't really been able to solve this full court pressure. That time they get it over cleanly.
And if you're the Eagles, you got to have quick possessions, but you don't want to rush it. You know that Hanover's going to take a lot of time, so a quick good shot is huge.
That was a good shot, but it comes up short as Robuski turns it over. Diana Schwartz is going to travel, though. Her sister put the pass right on the money, just too many steps. And again, Kennett will take over.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, serving brick oven pizza and much more.
Just barely getting the ball in before the 5 count, as Liz Kenny will bring it up for Kennett.
Now this is the Eagles' second possession inside the first minute of play here. Unfortunately, didn't make the first one. Second one here, a good look, but you got to convert, especially those easy ones right around the rim.
2 good looks as Maddie Stewart missed it. Now Lois Schwartz made a good move, kicked it out to her sister. Goes back to the corner, not a good shot. And here Hanover can take their time, try to dwindle this clock down. Again, no shot clock in New Hampshire high school basketball. Schwartz will go out to McCorkle. McCorkle with the crossover dribble, get into the lane, goes back out to the center. Julia Golder, who will go back to Diana Schwartz. And again, at this point, you can just wind the clock down. That pass is going to be errant, though, and will go the Eagle way.
And that is the problem, one problem in high school basketball. You keep the ball too much, you make too many passes, the chances of you making an error start to increase, as we saw right there. So although it took a lot of time, at least Hanover doesn't get the basket. So if you're Kennett, you got a chance here.
Liz Kenny collides with the Hanover Marauder. It was the center, and now there's going to be a foul on Liz Kenny. And Hanover will get the ball with 6:09 remaining, looking to win their 20th game in a row. And head coach Dan O'Rourke is looking for his 4th championship here.
Yeah, Coach O'Rourke has had a lot of success with this team. Hanover has a good feeder program, so there's always good competition in the tryouts and always a solid team. He's even lost some players, one player moving away or going to private schools. So he's done a lot. He gets a lot, but he also makes it all work and he puts it all together. Clearly, if tonight will be at night in 5 minutes and 40 seconds, maybe crown the championship one more time.
Dana Schwartz missed the jumper on the end for Hanover. Is now, again, Kennett, time's going to start to become a factor. You got to get this down to under 10, but that one's turned over. Lois Schwartz to her twin sister, Diane, and they'll just kick it back out.
Yeah, nice fronting there by Lois Schwartz. Sometimes with a big lead, you can get a little lazy and a little sloppy on defense, but not this Marauders team.
That was a good pass down low, but it was blocked by Liz Cody. And Kennett will look to transition yet again. Step back 3 is good. And that will be a timeout for Kennett, and we'll take it too. We'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week between the Hanover Marauders and the Kennett Eagles.
This telecast is brought to you by New London Hospital, a Dartmouth Hitchcock affiliate, where they are committed to provide you with the best available health care.
Hanover leads by 10 with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. They'll also have the ball. Let's see what Kennett does. Maybe they'll be picking up full court pressure the rest of the way here.
Well, there was a big 3 there. Liz Cody right before the timeout. She has 9 points. She's hit 3 threes, one in the first, second, and now the fourth quarter. And if you're going to have full pressure, you can't let somebody get behind you there.
Maddie McCorkle attacks, uses her body, but couldn't get the basket. Battle for the rebound, finds Hanover.
And if you're Robleski there, she had the position, just take the contact, but she kind of moved a little bit. There was a no call, but I think she had her feet set and could have taken the contact.
That's going to be a hand check foul on Liz Kenny, who fouls Lois Schwartz. And it looks like we'll also be getting a Hanover sub here coming in.
Well, now if you're the Eagles, you've already got the 5 fouls, so you got to start thinking about possibly fouling to put the Marauders to the free throw line. They're only 1 for 4 from the line tonight, so not a great free throw shooting team. Might be a chance if you can't get a couple scores quickly, you might just have to stretch this game out and send them to the free throw line.
Inbound, and Maddie McCorkle makes a fancy move. I believe they're going to call a carry there. So Kennett gets a good defensive stop, and now down 10. Still have a chance here with 4:34 remaining. Made a big fourth quarter in the semifinals to beat Lebanon. So let's see if they can do it again.
That's true, already with the one upset, as you mentioned, the number 2 seed. And looking to do that again here in the last 4+ minutes. They get it into the hands of their free throw shooter, Liz Cody, or Robleski can knock a couple down. Maybe get to the free throw line.
Attack here, it's Maddie Stewart, throws up a left-handed hook. Wild shot, no good. Coach wanted a foul, did not get one, and Lois Schwartz came down with the rebound. Now we'll set up the offense for Hanover. Maddie McCorkle will dribble it through and go back out to Charlotte Johnson. Lois Schwartz to Diana Schwartz. Kicks it back out to McCorkle. Time is definitely starting to come into it now, as this is getting close to a minute possession for Hanover. McCorkle kicks to Johnson. Johnson will go back to McCorkle. McCorkle will attack. And there will be a timeout by Hanover, and we'll take it too. We'll be back for the final 3 minutes and 32 seconds on the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week between Hanover and Kennett.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Mascoma Savings Bank, mutually owned with no shareholders to please. and by HP Roofing Construction, where no job is too big or too small.
Hanover with the ball, up 10. Just 3 minutes and 32 seconds away from a championship. That pass is thrown away though, and Maddie Stewart will pick it off, make a good move, and draw the foul. Will be 2 free throws. Big mistake there for the Marauders, throwing it away after the timeout.
Yeah, if you're the Marauders, the only way you're going to let Kennett back into this game is by turning the ball over and sending them to the free throw line, and only 3 seconds getting off that clock. So that's really not what you want to do as we see Stewart make the first one.
That's also Diana Schwartz's 4th foul. So that could come into a factor as one of the starting guards on this team. That second one bounces off the rim and falls in. The Marauders lead by 8 with 3:26.
Stewart with 9 points now.
Floaters off, and there's a defensive rebound, and again it's a quick possession for the Marauders, and here comes Kennett. However, it's a good poke by Lois Schwartz, and Hanover will get the ball back.
Well, I don't think you'll see Hanover make the same mistake they did last possession, where they went right to the hoop, tried to get the layup. This time, as we see them taking the air out of the ball and taking some time, but a sloppy pass.
And it will be a timeout that will go Hanover's way. See if it's a 30 or a full. And it will be a 30-second timeout. So what are you going to see from both teams here in the final 2 minutes and 56 seconds?
Well, obviously, if you're Hanover, you've got to take the time with your offensive possessions, but you can't get sloppy. We've seen them turn the ball over because they make too many passes. Right there, that was a sloppy pass. So you kind of get lulled into that sense of, hey, we can take the time, we got this. But if you're Kennett, you just keep being aggressive, make those easy layups, and really, I know it seems like it's insurmountable, 8 points with 3 minutes to go, but a couple threes, a couple stops, it's not over. And you've seen enough basketball, there's still a lot of time left.
Yeah, 3 to 4 possession game with 2:56 is plenty of time, especially when you can always play the foul route. And
right.
Hanover has struggled at the line thus far, as you said, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Lois Schwartz will inbound right in front of head coach Dan O'Rourke in his 18th year. She'll get it into her twin sister, Diana Schwartz, who will look to make a move. Kick it back out to Maddie McCorkle. The junior will send it into Julia Golder and kick it right back out. And here it comes, the clock coming into a factor. Maddie McCorkle make a great move and throws in the floater right in front of the Kennett Center.
Huge possession there with taking some time off the clock, but getting a high percentage shot. Maddie McCorkle, first half 6 points. She's added 6 more points. She's got 12 on the game.
That pass is tipped out by Lois Schwartz. And Kennett needs to hurry it up here, down 10. Maddie Stewart will attack with the left hand and score. This one's kicked over to McCorkle. McCorkle with a good run, and now we have 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point you got to start playing the foul game, because you still need to foul twice before they go to the free throw line. Only 5 fouls. Of course, 7 fouls gets you the 1-and-1. So right now, you've only got 1:50 to go. You're down 8 points. That's 3 possessions.
Almost turned over by McCorkle, but still gets it into the center. Golder now goes to Lois Schwartz. And again, this clock just keeps on ticking. And now finally we'll get a foul as Maddie Stewart will foul, I believe that is Diana Schwartz.
And that foul wasn't as important because it's not going to be a shooting foul. So whoever has the ball, you can foul them to stop the clock. You don't need to wait. Now you want to wait and try and force it into somebody who's not that great. And it's Bardalis, she's 0 for 2. Parkins is 0 for 1. So
they'll get it into McCorkle. Fans wanted a backcourt. Not called, and now McCorkle will go to the line, I believe, for 1-and-1. Maddie McCorkle having a good game thus far. She has 12 points to lead all scorers. Now she has 1-and-1 here, up 8 with 1:35 to go. She makes the first. And
the other thing what you got to do is after you give up the free throws, whether they make them or not, you almost have to start shooting threes because the only way you're going to cut into this lead is scoring 3 for 2. Can't just be trading 2 points.
McCorkle misses the second one, and Kennett now needs to move with 1:30 remaining here. Maddie Stewart looks over to the corner for 3. Too long, tipped out of bounds, look to save it, and they do get it back out to the 3-point line, but they need to hurry now with 1:20 remaining. Maddie Stewart with the ball at the 3-point line, makes a move, attacks the basket, throws it up and throws it in. 1:10 now remaining.
Nice job there by Stewart, taking her time.
There's going to be the foul by Liz Cody, who will again foul McCorkle, who will now go to the line again. Maddie Stewart, the sophomore, leading Kennett with 13 points. However, McCorkle on the other side with 13, and now with a one-on-one opportunity at the free throw line.
And you made up a point on that last possession. Obviously, McCorkle going 1 for 2, and then you getting the 2, so it makes up a point. A tough road, only making up 1 at a time.
McCorkle knocks down the first. 8-point game with 1:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter. She'll get the second one to go down. Timeout by Hanover full. We'll take it too, as Hanover is 1:06 away from winning their 4th championship under head coach Dan O'Rourke. We'll be right back with the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week between the Hanover Marauders and the Kennett Eagles. Hanover is 1:06 away from winning the championship.
If you would like your local event televised into YCN's nearly 300,000 TV households, contact us at info@ycnnow.com.
Kennett with the ball, down 9 with 1:06 to go. They trail 46-37. They probably need to get some threes up here right now.
Yeah, got to get a 3 here and then get a foul and hope you get something.
And that is going to be turned over by Maddie Stewart. And with 57 seconds, you can kind of feel it that Hanover is going to win this game.
Yeah, that might have been it, because even 1 free throw made here makes it a 4-possession game. I mean, unless there's a and 1 shooting a 3, but basically you make 1 out of the 2 here, because now you won't get 2 necessarily, but you make at least the first one, and I gotta say it might be over.
Diana Schwartz will go to the line for the Marauders. Here comes the first. It's good. Hanover has won 19 in a row, captured the 1 seed, and then after an almost scare in the first round of the playoffs, won handedly in the next 2 games, as Schwartz nails the second one and is now 54 seconds from winning the championship. As that is going to be a foul on Hanover. Now, I believe it's going to go the full length of the court, and now there'll be free throws on the other side. It's a good break for Kennett.
Yeah, if you're Kennett, you get a chance here. Maybe miss the second free throw and get the ball back and turn this into a possible 3-possession trip to the line, 3-point trip to the line.
Maddie Stewart makes the first free throw for Kennett. Played a really well game. As she misses the second, offensive rebound put up, missed layup in the center. Julia Golder with a big rebound, and now Charlotte Johnson will go and take free throws, the sophomore guard for Hanover.
And they had it. They made the first free throw. They got the miss. They got the rebound. And Cassidy Chick just could not get it to fall. And that really has been the story of the night for the Eagles, where they have just missed so many shots inside the paint and around the rim. It could have cost them tonight.
First free throw is no good. Charlotte Johnson will get her second here. Hanover up by 10. She'll make the second one. Kennett down 11 with 46 seconds to go. If they want to try to pull off a miracle, they're going to have to take some threes quickly. They go down low, and she'll get fouled. And I believe it's going to go against Diana Schwartz. I believe that's going to be her 5th. So Diana Schwartz in her final high school game is going to foul out. But more importantly, Hanover's probably going to get a championship.
Yeah, that foul probably isn't going to hurt them. They're still up 11 points with 37 seconds to go. Diana Schwartz finishes with 6 points. 4 points in the first quarter, and then 2 free throws late in the fourth quarter.
Hanover pretty much has this game in hand. However, we'll see 2 free throws here for Cassidy Chick, the senior center for Kennett. First free throw, no good for Kennett, and just a good game overall. Good back and forth play, both fan sections turning up for this one. Second free throw is missed and then rebounded by Hanover, and then immediately fouled. And this will send Melissa Whitmore, the freshman, to the line for Hanover.
So Whitmore has 2 points. She'll look to add to that total with a couple free throws, as the 10th foul there puts it in the double bonus. So Whitmore will look to extend that lead. A 13-point lead was, I believe, the largest lead, obviously at 11 right now.
First free throw is good for Melissa Whitmore, and Hanover can feel it, as they'll be celebrating in 35 seconds here with the championship.
One of the lower scoring games for the Marauders. They score a lot of points, as we saw them open up the season with 76 points over Milford, 76-13, and they continued the dominance throughout that entire season.
And it looks like they'll also win their 20th straight game, as that three is good by Izzy Robleski, and immediately as a timeout is taken. Yeah, it looks like Hanover is going to keep on rolling. In the first round of the playoffs, almost fell to Kearsarge. They only won that game 42-36. However, after that, just rolling through Hollis Brookline, winning by 39, and then beating John Stark by 33. And now it looks like a championship will be going in their 20th straight victory. Here comes the inbound play. They get it in down low and immediately fouled. And again, it's going to be the freshman, Melissa Whitmore, who will head to the line.
Well, just hoping for anything. Maybe miss a couple free throws, you get a 3, maybe put some pressure on Hanover. But at this point, realistically, this one's over. And Hanover should be able to hold on, but Kennett just trying to hope for something. Get some luck here.
Hanover looks to be their first championship in 11 years. Their last one coming in 2008. So it looks like that will happen, and Dan O'Rourke will win his 4th championship here as the head coach for the Hanover Marauders.
And Hanover has really done a nice job in this fourth quarter, icing this game. Only 1 field goal, but we talked about putting them to the free throw line. We weren't sure how they would do. They were only 1 for 4 from the free throw line in the first 3 quarters. And this quarter, they've really done well. Diana Schwartz, 2 for 2. Maddie McCorkle, 3 for 4. Melissa Whitmore now 3 for 3. So this fourth quarter, they've done a heck of a job icing this one.
There's some confusion on the court, but I believe Whitmore will get her 2nd free throw now with 22 seconds remaining here. At first, it looked like Kennett was up to the task, but Hanover took control and have been the lead since. This free throw is missed. Kennett will slowly bring it up. Liz Kenny will kick it back out. Step back 3 is short. She'll get her own rebound. Liz Cody will send it back. And finally go and get it. And that will do it as the clock is going to dwindle out. Hanover is going to win their 5th championship overall, and their 4th under Dan O'Rourke, as they'll hold on for this one by a final of 52-41.
Exciting game. Like you said, Kennett stuck with them. but just this Hanover team is just too much, and they clearly showed it in the win, 52-41.
Now, Jeremy, it's time to announce the HR Glow Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game.
Yeah, and we're going to give the award to Maddie McCorkle. She finished with 15 points. Like I said, she had a good first half with 6, and then pouring in 4 more to give her 10 in the third quarter, and then icing the game 3 for 4 from the free throw line, plus another field goal. She had 15 points, and that led the Marauders with 15. She is the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, and we'll wait for some of the stats to come our way. But overall, if you're Hanover, you can't complain. You get the win. They look like they were in control most of the whole game.
Yeah, and if you're Kennett, you still gave a great effort, and you'll finish in second, as now Hanover will get to cut down the nets and celebrate another championship.
Julia Golder with 11 points. Diana Schwartz finishes with 6 for the Marauders, as does Willa Harkins. She has 6 points. And over on the Kennett Eagles side, Cassidy Chick, the senior, she closes her career with 4 points. Roleski started to heat up a little bit in the second half. She finishes with 10 points, 8 of those in the second half. And the leading scorer here, Maddie Stewart, with 6 in the first half. She only got the 1 field goal or 1 free throw in the third quarter, but then she finished with 7 points for a total of 14 in the game. So that's going to do it here. It's been a pleasure working with you. Thanks for coming down, and we will have possibly high school basketball next Saturday, Division II down at UNH if one of the teams in our area makes it. We got a couple teams in the hunt, so hopefully one of those teams make it. We'll be down there. Come back at UNH next week. Final score here for the final time. Hanover wins it 52, and it's 41. Thanks for watching the YCN Game of the Week.